But now we see where they say he didn't have a good night. You know what I'm saying? In the debate, Donald Trump, the White House claimed, you know what I'm saying, he had a cold. That's a fucking lie. You're full of shit then, just like you're full of shit now. You know what I'm saying? He had no cold because to me what he said didn't even make sense in any shape or form. Donald Trump said it in many good ways. He probably don't even know what he was talking about. But at the same time, his soft voice and mumbling manner played right into the mega narrative that he is past his use by date. You know what I'm saying? I don't care whether he is or he isn't. The fact of the matter is that the government of the United States, the federal government, like Donald Trump said, he don't even know why we're sitting here wasting time on a debate in the first place. Anyway, but we needed to see a little touch and hear from the champ. You know what I'm saying? Especially on his toes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I mean? You know, when you really look at it, we don't give a shit whether he passed due or whatever the case may be. There's a job to be done that needs to be done. There is a government to run, and the federal government, to me, has went shitty up. It's a cesspool. So whether he did or he didn't, if he can't, nobody's mad at him because we know the creep and what he have done. It seems like he wants to destroy the United States because they called him a creep and a nutcase, and probably was whispering about his ass for many years to government, all the lying and the swiffing and the shipping that he had been doing and selling out the country and doing all kind of slick shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when we look at the whole operation of it, you know what I'm saying, it still come out to one big circus show. But he's saying that, you know, he had a soft mumbler, he played, and he might be past his time. You know what I'm saying? The chatterer class said it was a disaster for Creep Joe Biden. He even alarmed many Democrats. He should have alarmed your sorry fucking cocksucking dumb asses a long time ago. Now I'm not saying John F. Kennedy and the Kennedys were the greatest of all times, but they damn sure were men. And as demon Democrats, I highly believe in one day later on they would have became Republicans. You know what I'm saying? So you cease to sabotage that for many years. So, you know what I'm saying? When we look at it, it doesn't matter in more ways than one because I don't respect the demon Democrats or its party in no shape or form. Never will. You know what I'm saying? Only when I was probably young and dumb, and everybody was going around attacking children's minds with a Bible and that bullshit. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, we don't care about that. There's a job to be done. If he cannot do the job, then he must be removed. You see what I'm saying? In all ways, he must be removed. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to see that at all. You know what I'm saying? To where you're gonna try to, in all ways, to me, it might even turn out where you might try to put that sick ass idiot you call Kamala Harris in his place. But reading the cold transcript, you know what I'm saying? They're saying that they got a different picture. You know what I'm saying? Of Creep Joe Biden, substantially. You know what I'm saying? I guess he's saying Creep Joe Biden substantially. He obliged and forcefully made his case that Trump should not be allowed in back into the White House. Neither he nor Obama. Let me tell you something. Going all the way back to probably Nixon and even maybe many before, should have never been in the White House or in this country or on this planet at all. Period. You know what I'm saying? And even when it comes to creep Joe Biden and stupid ass Obama, LGBTQ murderous ass and pedophilia, we know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? He's a pedophilia. A blood drinking, probably human flesh eating, LGBTQ jackass. You know what I'm saying? The man is completely, to me, out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? And you could say what you want to say and say this and that, but him not treat Joe Biden or Bush Sr., and many others, including Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, should have never been allowed to even be in our government. And that's a fact. So how dare you say that Trump should not be allowed back into the White House, and that's some type of commentary to news to broadcast? You know what I'm saying? When use a simple way of answering this question, and we're going to go back to the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to ask the question, and the question is, was anybody sick before Cuomo pulled that bullshit on New York? And Mr. Take the Short, what's his name? You know, say Steve Malone, and many others here on Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the question I'm gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. It's the same thing now. You know, talking about should he be allowed back in the White House? You know what I'm saying? Was a country, now the next question would be, was the country running in a more fucked up, crucial, broke down, everybody got a boom bap, and everybody got to line up and slap bap? You know what I'm saying? Was there any of that going on? Was there any inflation to the point where it was a complaint and a disaster of all great proportion? And the border was being secured, and they was building a wall. They was making sure that the people come through legally and rightfully, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so on. And everything was running kind of smooth. And was also, I'm going to ask the question, was anyone sick when Donald Trump was in that bitch? Was anybody sick when Donald Trump was rocking that bitch? No, it wasn't. And you didn't have any problems, and it wasn't so much eruption of chaos, you see. You see. But in order to remove Donald J. Trump and also destroy everything that Donald Trump probably had put into place and make right, they had to completely break it down, chaotic it out, blow it out, so they could get away with their crimes across the seas as well. Because many of the foreign affairs that you claim that they're doing and was doing prior, even before Donald Trump got into the White House, which is only 4 years, and all the shit that they were doing, Hillary Clinton and all of them, talking about Secretary of State, Secretary of Jackassness, probably, you know, the shit that they were doing. You call that government? Mm, mm, mm. But when Donald Trump got in there, things smoothed it out. Things started to look a little different, didn't it? So I'm asking again, was the country in great dire breakdown and crack apart when Donald Trump was in there rocking that bitch? When Donald Trump was in the seat, in the chief and commander, hitting that flip. You know what I'm saying? You know, but they're saying while the timbre of Joe Biden's voice was soft, you know what I'm saying, and he actually lost his train of thought, which I think he lost that many years ago, not just now. In the selling out of the United States, for some reason it seemed like he has a revenge or a vendetta against the United States the way he wants to see it destroyed. It's as simple, why would your son and you be over in Ukraine? Why would you be forcing, and Zelensky, and like you say, every time Zelensky comes over here, he gets, $600 billion to go back with. And then you constantly in the people's face telling us how much billions and zillions of dollars you're going to send to them. As if you mocking in our face, fuck you, we're going to take your cash and do whatever the fuck we want and destroy your world and bring about apocalypse of a nuclear war. We said, what? Why would you constantly fuel that war? And why did you run on Zelensky's side? I thought you were supposed to have foreign affairs of overstanding of power, not overstanding of invasion. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at even the Gaza Strip, the same shit. Because it seems like they want to clear out the whole region and take over the whole region, not just the West Bank or Gaza. You know what I'm saying? So many people, this is why we're seeing the corruption in Sudan. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopia, along the River Nile. You know what I'm saying? You know, they want to even take control of that. You know what I'm saying? And tell the people what they must do with their land and everything. They're still over there doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And while Saudi Arabia, crooked, crockeristic, because that's all you are to me, a Cro-Magna, you're not African and you're not indigenous to the land at all. You're an invader no more than Netanyahu, the Germans, the French, the British, and even the Ottoman Turks. So when we look at this whole situation, you know, say Ottoman Turks or whatever, when we look at this situation, it comes out to the same thing. You see what I'm saying? So Saudi Arabia, while they're over there shooting the Ethiopians, while they are crossing, trying to find refuge from the conflict in which your Bible, your not I shouldn't say that because it's you know what I'm saying that's our people as well. You know what I'm saying? I should say they're corrupt Cro-Magnon race from the Neanderthal Crocus Mountains or wherever you come from. You know what I'm saying? They're doing bullshit and shooting the Ethiopians as they're fleeing the conflict that your motherfuckers caused up in the country in the first place and been invading Africa and doing bullshit in that region for many, many, many years. You know what I'm saying? And you shooting them, you better be on your P's and Q's because, you know what I'm saying, the direction of conquest from these beasts might be you next. You know what I'm saying? Because what goes around do come around, especially what you did or doing to the Ethiopians. You know what I'm saying? The Africans in itself. But when we look at even they talking this bullshit about occasionally lost his voice and freedom of thought. He lost his thought many years ago. You know what I'm saying? He stuck. He struck some hard and telling blows. No, he did not. Let's review the transcript. You know what I'm saying? On his on his age, I spent half my career, you know what I'm saying, being criticized. Oh, yes, you have. Because you have spent most of your career, not half, almost all your career, doing corrupt, sellout, criminal, murderous, bloodthirsty, genocidal, zionistical, fraternal water garbage. Let's get that straight, first of all. Trump only had 4 years. Now, he said he spent half his career being criticized, being the youngest person in politics, and also the sickest, probably. I was the second youngest person ever elected in the United States Senate. And now I am the oldest. This guy's this guy's 3 years younger. That could make a fucking difference. Lunacy is lunacy. What? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff went out the back door? Or bananas? Which one? You know what I'm saying? Don't come with that sorry move. Talking about he's 3 years younger and a lot less competent. Yes, but a lot more smarter than your ass, and he's a lot more businessman than your ass, and he's a lot more for this country than your ass, and he's a lot more stronger and healthier to run this country back on its feet like you didn't want it to be because you wanted revenge for being the clown and being criticized most of your career. You know what I'm saying? So shut the fuck up with that stupid shit as well. I think that think that just I think that just look at the record. Look what I've done. Look how I've turned around a horrible situation. He left me. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't leave you anything. He didn't leave you no horrible situation because first of all, he didn't even give you his records. So that's number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? You and creepy fucking pedophilia rapist Obama and them, you know what I'm saying? Along with your creepy broke back bitch pedophilia keeping hands off the little girls, and probably a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? Was before Trump, and you had 8 years. So anything that he inherited from you. So Donald Trump was probably only trying to straighten out your corruptions in one government as well. So he didn't fuck up anything. He inherited. And you had 8 years prior to him only having 4 years. How much you gonna do in 4 years? On Trump's character, Trump is legally and morally uh, comprised, composed, or whatever, a compromise or whatever, compromise. He is a convicted felon. See, you see the trick, the wordplay. You see the wordplay. You see the wordplay. Now, when you say he's a convicted felon and had sex with an adult movie actress while his wife was pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Much of your politicians did 10 times worse than that, like finding semen on little children, thrown bound, gagged, and thrown in the garbage. And then come to find out that all the semen was at the pizza party and the hot dog party on those kids. You know what I'm saying? Especially what they found in Central Park. So you're saying that he had sex with an adult star, but that's something a grown man and anybody having extramarital affairs would do. What's the seriousness of it? I really don't know. What's the convicted felon, you know what I'm saying, amount, you know what I'm saying, in all ways? You know what I'm saying? If we was to go through many records of many politicians, you know what I'm saying, CIA, FBI, and many of you guys, you know what I'm saying, I wonder what we'll truly find. You know what I'm saying? In like what's found in your duffel bags not too long ago. So while you saying he was with a thing while his wife was pregnant, that's just an extramarital affair. You know what I'm saying? That's been happening for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? Even in your so-called fake ass Bible. You know what I'm saying? Didn't the creator commit adultery? You know what I'm saying? Your so-called God, didn't he commit adultery? Mm. Okay. At the same time, and then try to pass it off as he was creating a fake ass Jesus Christ. Okay. At the same time, we see while his wife was pregnant, extramarital affair, so he's not supposed to get no ass outside of that. And when he did get the ass outside of that, it became such a criminal issue to the point where you using it in a campaign slogan or campaign report talking about a convicted felon. That's why you did what you did, and it took place before he was president. So what the fuck is you talking about it for? I could see you talking about falsifying documents, but not fucking a adult film star, a grown ass woman, not the little girls that Biden has found in his different screenshots or his different White House meetings and stuff, where he grabbing on the little children as if like he ready to go buck wild. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of shit that go on. So for you to bring that up is bullshit. Many men for thousands of years have done that. You know what I'm saying? But we see the acoustic Eugene, Nutcase, Baldhead, Harold. You see the secret agent from Muskogee, you know what I'm saying, came in a department store dressing room. It is that also took place when he was not a president. You know what I'm saying? And he did not rape her in the dressing room. You know what I'm saying? You know, in more ways than one, he probably fondled her. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was a rape case, then it would have been a rape case, but it's not rape. But you consider it rape because he fondled her, something he probably shouldn't have done. But I believe that was done to set him up for what we see now. She made him believe and was giving him the sexy eyes and tantalizing him. It's the same thing as if when a woman comes out here, right? Now we're going to talk about the glory of the woman. And a woman has a juicy, fat, round, shaped, perfect body, ass, everything perfect. Tits out here, stomach flat, whatever, some big, some fat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And men are walking by and looking at her, you know what I'm saying? People would say that men are violating her because we're looking at her going, damn, damn, like that, right? But when she comes outside dressed like that, why isn't she accused of violating men by tantalizing them with dress wear that show everything except seeing it clear? You know what I'm saying? Because you see it just as clear because you could tell by the pants holding together what it would look like when it's so and so, right? So at the same time, I believe E. Jean Carroll did that because why would what's her name? Damn, what's her name?